I'm just a little sheep. I'm all fuzzy and I'm walking around. Oh, come on, look at this savagery. My mobile devices are spilling animated blood all over my fragile sense of moral superiority. There's a pestilence upon this land. Nothing is sacred. Even those who shave sheep are being portrayed as reprehensibly violent in video games. This is shameful stuff. This is a shameful medium. And speaking of shameful, so are these drawings. This is Ewe Doodle. Speaking of drawings and the reference to doodles in the game's title, Ewe Doodle is comprised entirely of very simple, very crude sketches. Levels take place on pieces of grid paper, doodled upon to create a world that exists solely because of the divine power of markers and crayons. It's like, holy Crayola! That style definitely works for the backgrounds. They look like something a kid might doodle on his homework during detention. They have lots of character. One even has steaming piles of canine feces scattered sporadically around the screen, so that's obviously awesome. But that said, I'm not as much of a fan of the characters. They look fittingly crude, but they also lack the appeal and charm of the rest of the game. The backgrounds, the menus, etc. There's crude, and then there's ugly. And I'm sorry, but that is an ugly sheep. And of course, you play Ewe Doodle as said sheep. It's your job to keep her safe from her pursuant enemies, which include bulldogs, bumblebees, and even masked murderers. I've heard of sheep shearing, but this is just ridiculous. You keep your sheep on the move in two ways. You can either tap the screen, which makes her take a beeline to the spot you tapped, or you can move her by sliding your finger across the screen. Both methods have their advantages, so it's wise to mix up your movements depending on the situation. And as you survive, more and more enemies start flooding the screen. If you touch them, you're dead. So all you have to do is run, and the longer you survive, the more points you earn. Fortunately, you can also fight back. There are a few valuable power-ups that appear in the playing area, and they give you things like invincibility, a protective shell, and one even gives you the chance to kill one of your enemies. So, you know, don't let the wool fool you. This sheep is anything but soft. I'm a big fan of Ewe Doodle. This game really keeps you on your toes. It has the same kind of old school focus that was so prevalent in the arcades a few decades ago, forcing you to think fast and act even faster. You throw in the somewhat gruesome sense of humor and the 99-cent price tag, and this one's an easy recommendation, and best of all, you can even play it in German. Auf Wiedersehen, Undertoads, und einen schönen Tag noch. It's Ewe Doodle, ja?